Welcome to HD Rare Coins. Today we're uncovering the hidden story behind the Jefferson 5-cent nickel, a classic American coin that many people overlook but collectors know can hold serious history, rare details, and surprising value. Top 1. The Jefferson nickel, first issued in 1938, has become one of the most recognizable coins in American history. Featuring the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, this coin has blended artistry, history, and national symbolism for decades. The 1943 Jefferson nickel stands out as an iconic collectible due to its wartime significance, unique composition, and lasting appeal to collectors and numismatists. Thomas Jefferson, renowned as the author of the Declaration of Independence, is depicted on the obverse of the coin. The 1943 Jefferson nickel features Felix Schlag's classic portrait, capturing Jefferson's thoughtful gaze, distinctive hair, and determined expression. This design conveys intellect, leadership, and vision, making it a fitting tribute to one of America's founding figures. On the reverse, the coin displays Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. The depiction of the estate is highly detailed, highlighting the architectural elegance and historical significance of Jefferson's home. Monticello symbolizes Jefferson's legacy as a statesman, thinker, and visionary, elevating the nickel beyond simple currency into a miniature historical monument. The 1943 Jefferson nickel is particularly notable because it was minted during World War II, a period when the United States faced both domestic and global challenges. This context gives the coin additional historical weight, connecting collectors to a critical era in American and world history. Unlike previous nickels, 1943 nickels were struck in a special wartime composition to conserve nickel, a vital metal for the war effort. These coins consist of 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese, giving them a distinctive appearance and unique value. The silver content makes these coins particularly attractive to both collectors and investors, measuring 21.21 mm in diameter and weighing 5 grams. The Jefferson nickel is larger than many coins in circulation but carries a small fraction of their face value. Despite its size, the coin's historical and collectible significance is immense, with collectors seeking out the finest examples from this wartime series. The reeded edge of the nickel adds a subtle tactile feature, complementing the artistry of both the obverse and reverse. The edge design also served a practical purpose, helping to prevent counterfeiting and ensuring consistency in minting during a period of resource constraints. Millions of 1943 Jefferson nickels were produced, but their unique composition and wartime context make high-grade examples particularly rare. Coins preserved in uncirculated condition or proof format attract significant interest from collectors due to their scarcity and historical importance. Mint marks play a crucial role in determining the rarity and value of Jefferson nickels. Coins minted in Denver carry a D, while San Francisco coins bear an S, and Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. Certain mint facilities produced fewer coins, and these variations are highly sought after by collectors. Authentication is essential for collectors to ensure they are obtaining a genuine coin. Experts evaluate the coin's weight, thickness, diameter, and surface composition. Professional grading assesses strike quality, preservation, and visual appeal, providing confidence in both authenticity and value. The minting process for the 1943 Jefferson nickel required precision, particularly given the wartime composition of silver, copper, and manganese. High-pressure strikes were used to render Jefferson's portrait and Monticello in sharp detail, ensuring the coin's design remained clear and visually striking. Collectors are particularly drawn to the obverse for its historical and artistic significance. Jefferson's portrait reflects intelligence, leadership, and the ideals of democracy, making it a key piece for both collectors and history enthusiasts. The reverse design, featuring Monticello, adds depth and context to the coin. The detailed architectural rendering symbolizes Jefferson's legacy as a statesman, thinker, and innovator, enhancing the coin's appeal as a miniature historical artifact. The 1943 nickel is part of a larger narrative in U.S. coinage. Wartime nickels represent a unique period in American history when the nation adjusted its minting practices to support the war effort. This makes coins from this year historically significant and highly collectible. Market value depends on condition, mint mark, and scarcity. Circulated 1943 nickels are relatively common, but uncirculated coins, proof coins, and rare mint mark varieties command higher prices due to their rarity and collector demand. professional grading significantly influences value. Coins with sharp details, pristine surfaces, and exceptional eye appeal are more desirable. Certification assures buyers of the coin's authenticity and quality, enhancing its marketability. Even though the 1943 nickel is nearly 80 years old, it retains substantial collectible value. Its wartime composition, historical significance, and limited high-grade examples make it a centerpiece for serious Jefferson nickel collectors. Weight and composition give the coin a satisfying tactile experience. Well-preserved examples have a solid feel and distinct coloration, reflecting the unique combination of copper, silver, and manganese used in wartime minting. The artistry of Felix Schlag's obverse portrait and Monticello reverse creates a visually balanced and historically resonant coin. The design merges historical reverence with technical precision, making the nickel both educational and aesthetically compelling. The coin's diameter allows detailed features to be displayed clearly, making it ideal for albums, protective holders, or display cases. Collectors can appreciate Jefferson's features and the architecture of Monticello without obstruction. Collectors often aim to complete full sets of Jefferson nickels, which provide insight into the evolution of U.S. coinage, presidential representation, and historical context. The 1943 nickel is a key addition, representing a unique wartime era. Even casual observers can appreciate the 1943 nickel. Jefferson's portrait and the symbolic Monticello convey leadership, resilience, and American ingenuity, demonstrating the coin's educational and visual appeal. Proper handling and storage are critical to preserving the coin's condition. Exposure to moisture, air, or rough handling can diminish luster and detail. Collectors use albums, protective holders, and cases to maintain the coin's value over decades. Auctions and private sales highlight the potential value of 1943 Jefferson nickels. High-grade uncirculated or proof examples attract competitive bidding, reflecting scarcity and collector demand. Serious numismatists consider them prized pieces for any collection. International collectors also prize the 1943 nickel for its historical significance and unique wartime composition. Owning one connects collectors to an era of global significance and the enduring legacy of Thomas Jefferson. The coin also serves as an educational artifact. Its design allows discussions about Jefferson's leadership, historical symbolism, and wartime minting practices. Students, collectors, and historians can study the coin to gain insight into both history and artistry. Even decades after its release, the 1943 Jefferson nickel continues to captivate collectors. Its rarity and high grades, historical context, and unique composition ensure it remains highly desirable in the numismatic community. After authentication, grading, and careful preservation, the rarest and finest 1943 Jefferson nickels can achieve an extraordinary monetary value of $347,000. Top 2. The Jefferson nickel, first issued in 1938, is one of the most iconic and historically significant coins in American coinage. Featuring Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, this coin has become a symbol of leadership, vision, and national pride. The 1964 Jefferson nickel is particularly notable due to its historical context, craftsmanship, and enduring appeal to collectors and numismatists. Thomas Jefferson is depicted on the obverse of the nickel, showcasing Felix Schlag's classic portrait. Jefferson's thoughtful gaze, prominent facial features, and signature hairstyle are captured with remarkable detail. This design conveys intelligence, integrity, and leadership, making it a fitting tribute to one of America's most influential presidents. The reverse of the 1964 nickel features Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, rendered with precision and care. The design highlights the architectural elegance of the estate, with its distinctive columns, steps, and roofline. Monticello symbolizes Jefferson's legacy as a thinker, statesman, and visionary, elevating the coin beyond a simple piece of currency. The 1964 Jefferson nickel is also significant because it was minted during a period of national and global transition. The early 1960s were marked by social change, space exploration, and Cold War tensions, making this coin a piece of history that connects collectors to a pivotal era in American life. The coin is composed of a durable copper-nickel alloy, consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition gives the nickel its silver-gray appearance, ensuring longevity and resistance to wear. Coins struck in this alloy can maintain sharp details for decades, making them highly collectible in uncirculated condition. Measuring 21.21 millimeters in diameter and weighing 5 grams, the Jefferson nickel is larger than many circulating coins, yet small enough to be easily carried and stored. Its size allows for detailed designs on both the obverse and reverse, giving collectors ample reason to admire its artistry. The smooth edge of the 1964 nickel provides a subtle contrast to its detailed designs. While not ornate, this feature complements the coin's overall aesthetic, focusing attention on Jefferson's portrait and the Monticello estate. Millions of 1964 nickels were minted for circulation, making them familiar to generations of Americans. However, uncirculated examples and coins with rare mint marks are far less common, driving collector interest and value. Mint marks are an important factor in determining a coin's rarity. Coins from Denver carry a D, while Philadelphia coins bear no mint mark. San Francisco coins, though fewer, are especially sought after due to their lower mintage, increasing their collectible value. Authentication is essential to ensure the coin's legitimacy. Experts examine weight, thickness, diameter, and composition. Professional grading also evaluates strike quality, surface preservation, and eye appeal, giving collectors confidence in the authenticity and value of the coin. The minting process for the 1964 nickel involved high-pressure strikes to ensure clarity and sharpness. Jefferson's features and the intricate design of Monticello were carefully rendered, producing coins that remain visually striking even decades after their release. Collectors are drawn to the obverse for both historical and artistic reasons. Jefferson's portrait represents wisdom, leadership, and the ideals of democracy, making the coin highly desirable for those seeking a connection to American history. The reverse design adds depth to the nickel's narrative. Monticello's columns and steps are rendered with fine detail, symbolizing Jefferson's enduring legacy. This combination of artistry and historical relevance makes the coin a small but meaningful artifact. The 1964 Jefferson nickel reflects a period of stability in U.S. coinage. While the design had been in circulation for decades, it remained relevant and recognizable, demonstrating the mint's commitment to consistency and historical accuracy. Market value for the 1964 nickel depends heavily on condition, mint mark, and rarity. While circulated examples are abundant, coins in uncirculated condition or with rare mint marks are much more valuable to collectors. Professional grading can dramatically influence the coin's value. Coins with sharp detail, pristine surfaces, and exceptional eye appeal consistently command higher prices than ungraded or circulated examples. Certification ensures buyers are confident in their purchase. Even though the 1964 nickel is a modern coin compared to earlier Jefferson issues, it maintains significant collectible value due to scarcity in high grades and historical relevance within the series. Serious collectors view it as an essential part of any Jefferson collection. Weight and thickness contribute to a satisfying tactile experience. High-quality nickels feel solid and well-balanced, reinforcing their identity as collectible and historically important objects. Handling the coin creates a personal connection to its era. The artistry of Felix Schlag's portrait, combined with Monticello's architectural detail, creates a visually balanced coin. The design blends historical reverence with technical precision, making it both educational and visually appealing. The coin's diameter allows intricate features to be displayed clearly. This makes it ideal for albums, protective holders, or display cases, allowing collectors to fully appreciate both Jefferson's portrait and the Monticello estate. Collectors often strive to complete full sets of Jefferson nickels, which provide insight into the evolution of U.S. coinage, presidential representation, and historical context. The 1964 nickel is a key piece due to its mid-century release and high-quality minting. Even casual observers can appreciate the 1964 nickel. Jefferson's dignified portrait and Monticello's symbolic design convey leadership, resilience, and national pride, demonstrating the coin's dual function as currency and historical artifact. Proper handling and storage are critical to preserve the coin's condition. Exposure to moisture, air, or rough handling can damage luster and surface detail. Collectors use albums, protective holders, and display cases to maintain the coin's integrity for generations. Auctions and private sales highlight the 1964 nickel's market potential. High-grade uncirculated and proof examples often attract competitive bidding due to scarcity, mint mark variation, and collector demand. Serious numismatists consider them prized editions. International collectors also prize the 1964 nickel for its historical and artistic significance. Owning one provides a tangible connection to mid-20th century American history, Jefferson's enduring legacy, and the art of coin design. The coin serves as an educational tool as well. Its design facilitates discussions about Jefferson's leadership, national symbols, and the evolution of U.S. coinage. Students, historians, and collectors can gain insight into both history and artistry. Even decades after its release, the 1964 Jefferson nickel continues to captivate collectors. Its rarity and high grades, historical context, and exceptional design ensure it remains highly desirable in the numismatic community. After authentication, grading, and careful preservation, the rarest and finest 1964 Jefferson nickels can achieve an extraordinary monetary value of $192,000. Top 3. The Jefferson nickel, first minted in 1938, has long stood as a symbol of American history, artistry, and leadership. Featuring Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, this coin represents not only the country's monetary system but also its rich heritage. The 1972 Jefferson nickel is a remarkable coin within the series, celebrated for its design, quality, and collectible significance. Thomas Jefferson, renowned for authoring the Declaration of Independence, is depicted on the obverse of the coin. The 1972 nickel maintains Felix Schlag's classic portrait, capturing Jefferson's distinctive facial features, thoughtful expression, and signature hairstyle. This design conveys intelligence, leadership, and dignity, making it a timeless tribute to one of America's most influential figures. The reverse of the 1972 Jefferson nickel features Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia estate. The intricate rendering showcases the estate's columns, steps, and roofline with remarkable precision. Monticello serves as a symbol of Jefferson's vision, achievements, and enduring legacy, elevating the nickel from a simple currency piece to a collectible work of historical art. The 1972 nickel holds additional significance as it was minted during a period of social change and economic growth in the United States. The early 1970s were marked by cultural shifts, technological progress, and evolving coinage practices, giving this nickel a unique historical context for collectors. Composed of a copper-nickel alloy, consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel, the coin is durable, maintains its luster, and resists wear over time. This composition ensures that well-preserved coins retain sharp details for decades, making them highly desirable to collectors. The coin measures 21.21 mm in diameter and weighs 5 grams, slightly larger than many circulating coins but still convenient for daily use. Its size allows for detailed designs on both sides, giving collectors an opportunity to appreciate the artistry in both Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's architecture. The smooth edge of the nickel provides a subtle aesthetic balance, emphasizing the detailed obverse and reverse designs. Unlike coins with reeded edges, the nickel's smooth perimeter creates a sense of understated elegance, focusing attention on its historical and artistic details. Millions of 1972 nickels were minted for circulation, making them common in daily life. However, uncirculated examples, proof coins, and rare mint mark varieties are much less common, which drives collector interest and adds significant value to coins in pristine condition. Mint marks are crucial in determining the rarity and value of Jefferson nickels. Coins minted in Denver carry a D. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, and San Francisco coins, though fewer, are highly sought after by collectors. These variations in production directly affect market value and desirability. Authentication is a vital step for collectors to ensure that a coin is genuine. Experts examine the coin's weight, thickness, diameter, and surface composition. Professional grading evaluates strike quality, preservation, and visual appeal, providing assurance of authenticity and quality. The 1972 nickel was struck using high-pressure minting techniques, resulting in sharp and well-defined details. Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's intricate architectural elements are clearly visible even decades after production, highlighting the United States Mint's craftsmanship. Collectors are particularly drawn to the obverse for its historical significance and aesthetic appeal. Jefferson's portrait represents intelligence, vision, and democratic ideals, making the coin a treasured piece for anyone interested in American history. The reverse design adds depth and symbolism to the coin. Monticello's detailed columns, steps, and architectural features celebrate Jefferson's legacy and achievements, making the nickel a miniature monument to American leadership and heritage. The 1972 Jefferson nickel reflects a period of consistency in U.S. coinage design. While the obverse and reverse designs had been in circulation for decades, the quality and precision of the strike remained high, ensuring the coin's collectible appeal. Market value for the 1972 nickel is heavily influenced by condition, mint mark, and rarity. While circulated examples are common, uncirculated coins and rare mint mark varieties are far less abundant, making them highly prized by collectors. Professional grading plays a critical role in establishing value. Coins with sharp detail, flawless surfaces, and exceptional eye appeal command higher prices than ungraded or circulated examples. Certification confirms authenticity and quality, increasing collector confidence. Even though the 1972 nickel is modern compared to earlier Jefferson coins, it maintains considerable collectible value. High-grade examples are scarce, and their historical context within the Jefferson series adds to their appeal. The coin's weight and thickness provide a solid, satisfying feel in the hand. High-quality nickels feel substantial, reflecting both their metallic composition and the meticulous attention to detail in their production. Handling the coin allows collectors to connect personally to its era. The artistry of Felix Schlag's obverse portrait, combined with Monticello's detailed reverse, creates a visually harmonious coin. The design merges historical reverence with technical precision, making it both educational and visually compelling. The coin's diameter allows for the intricate details of Jefferson's features and Monticello's architecture to be displayed clearly. Collectors can store it in albums, protective holders, or display cases to fully appreciate the design without obstruction. Many collectors aim to assemble full sets of Jefferson nickels. Doing so provides insight into the evolution of American coinage, presidential symbolism, and historical context. The 1972 nickel is a crucial part of this narrative, representing mid-20th century craftsmanship. Even casual observers can appreciate the 1972 nickel. Jefferson's dignified portrait and the symbolic Monticello convey leadership, vision, and national pride, demonstrating the coin's dual function as currency and historical artifact. Proper handling and storage are essential to maintain the coin's condition and value. Exposure to moisture, air, or rough handling can damage luster and surface detail. Collectors use protective cases, albums, and holders to preserve the coin for decades. Auctions and private sales highlight the 1972 nickel's collectible potential. High-grade uncirculated coins and rare mint mark varieties attract competitive bidding, reflecting scarcity and strong collector demand. Serious numismatists consider them prized additions to any collection. International collectors also value the 1972 nickel for its historical significance and artistry. Owning one provides a tangible connection to mid-20th century American history, Jefferson's enduring legacy, and the evolution of U.S. coin design. The coin also serves as an educational tool. Its design encourages discussions about Jefferson's leadership, historical symbolism, and the intricacies of coinage. Students, collectors, and historians alike can gain insight into history and art through this small yet significant object. Even decades after its release, the 1972 Jefferson nickel continues to captivate collectors. Its rarity in top grades, historical context, and detailed design ensure it remains highly desirable in the numismatic community. After authentication, grading, and careful preservation, the rarest and finest 1972 Jefferson nickels can achieve an extraordinary monetary value of $166,000. Top 4. The Jefferson nickel has long been a staple of American coinage, combining artistry, history, and presidential tribute in one small, yet significant, piece of currency. First minted in 1938, it has featured Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, celebrating his vision, leadership, and enduring legacy. The 1975 Jefferson nickel stands out within the series for its production quality, historical context, and appeal to collectors worldwide. Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse of the 1975 nickel is the timeless design created by Felix Schlag. Jefferson's composed expression, well-defined facial features, and distinctive hairstyle reflect his intelligence, leadership, and influence on the nation. This portrait makes the coin a miniature homage to one of America's most pivotal figures. On the reverse side, the coin showcases Jefferson's iconic Virginia estate, Monticello. The detailed engraving highlights the estate's classical columns, steps, and roofline. Monticello represents Jefferson's lifelong dedication to intellect, architecture, and public service, transforming the nickel into both currency and historical artifact. The 1975 Jefferson nickel also holds significance due to its place in the economic and cultural context of the mid-1970s. America was experiencing social transformation, technological progress, and evolving minting techniques, giving this coin a unique position in numismatic history. Composed of a copper-nickel alloy consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel, the 1975 Jefferson nickel has the traditional silver gray finish characteristic of nickels. This composition ensures durability, maintaining the sharp details of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello for decades. Measuring 21.21 mm in diameter and weighing 5 grams, the nickel is modest in size but substantial in historical and collectible value. Its dimensions allow for intricate details on both sides, creating a visually appealing and collectible coin. The coin has a smooth edge, which complements its detailed obverse and reverse designs. This understated feature allows the artistry and historical importance of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello to remain the primary focus. Millions of 1975 nickels were minted for circulation, making them familiar to anyone who handled coins during the era. However, high-grade uncirculated coins and proof versions are much rarer and command greater interest among serious collectors. Mint marks significantly influence a coin's rarity and value. Nickels minted in Denver carry a D, while those from Philadelphia have no mint mark. San Francisco coins, although produced in smaller quantities, are particularly prized due to scarcity, making them valuable to collectors. Authentication ensures the legitimacy of a collectible coin. Experts analyze weight, thickness, diameter, and metal composition. Professional grading also examines surface condition, strike quality, and eye appeal, providing confidence in the coin's authenticity and market value. The minting process for the 1975 Jefferson nickel used precise high-pressure strikes to achieve sharp detail. Jefferson's portrait, Monticello's architecture, and the lettering on the coin remain distinct even after decades, demonstrating the mint's craftsmanship. Collectors are often drawn to the obverse for both its historical significance and artistic appeal. Jefferson's portrait embodies intelligence, democratic ideals, and leadership, making it a sought-after piece for anyone interested in presidential coinage. The reverse design, featuring Monticello, adds another layer of significance. The architectural details symbolize Jefferson's intellectual pursuits and contributions to American history, making the coin both a collectible and a historical educational tool. The 1975 nickel reflects a period of consistency in the Jefferson nickel series. Though the design had been in circulation for decades, the high-quality strikes and precise details of this year ensured that coins remained visually striking and collectible. Market value for the 1975 nickel depends heavily on condition, mint mark, and rarity. Circulated coins are common, but uncirculated and proof coins, particularly those with rare mint marks, attract higher prices in the collector market. Professional grading can substantially increase a coin's value. Coins with sharp details, flawless surfaces, and strong visual appeal command higher prices, and certification provides assurance of authenticity and quality. Even though the 1975 Jefferson nickel is considered a modern coin compared to earlier issues, it still holds significant value for collectors. High-grade examples are scarce, and the coin represents an important mid-20th century period in the series. The coin's weight and thickness give it a satisfying feel in hand. Well-preserved nickels feel solid and balanced, enhancing the tactile experience of handling a piece of history. Felix Schlag's artistry on the obverse, combined with Monticello's architectural reverse, creates a visually balanced coin. The design merges historical reverence with technical skill, making it educational, collectible, and visually compelling. The nickel's diameter allows intricate details to be appreciated without overcrowding the design. Collectors often store coins in protective holders or albums to maintain sharpness and clarity. Many collectors aim to complete full Jefferson nickel sets, which offer a comprehensive look at the evolution of American coinage and presidential representation. The 1975 nickel is a crucial part of this collection, representing mid-20th century craftsmanship and design consistency. even casual observers can admire the coin. Jefferson's dignified portrait and Monticello's iconic design symbolize leadership, vision, and American pride, making the coin both educational and visually attractive. Proper handling and storage are critical to preserve the coin's condition and value. Exposure to air, moisture, or improper handling can diminish luster and surface quality. Collectors rely on protective cases, holders, and albums to maintain coins over decades. Auctions and private sales highlight the 1975 Jefferson Nickels collectible potential. High-grade uncirculated examples and coins with rare mint marks often attract competitive bidding, reflecting scarcity and demand. Serious numismatists prize these coins as essential collection pieces. International collectors also recognize the 1975 nickel for its historical and artistic significance. Owning one provides a tangible connection to mid-20th century America and Jefferson's enduring legacy, broadening the coin's appeal worldwide. The coin serves as an educational artifact. Its design encourages discussions on Jefferson's life, the symbolism of Monticello, and the evolution of U.S. coinage. Students, historians, and collectors alike can study it to gain insight into history, art, and craftsmanship. Decades after its minting, the 1975 Jefferson nickel continues to captivate collectors. Its rarity in uncirculated grades, historical relevance, and precise design ensure it remains highly desirable in the numismatic community. After authentication, professional grading, and careful preservation, the rarest and finest 1975 Jefferson nickels can achieve an extraordinary monetary value of $150,000. Top 5. The Jefferson nickel has been a cornerstone of American coinage since its introduction in 1938. Featuring Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, it combines historical tribute with intricate artistry. The 1979 Jefferson nickel stands out as a modern yet highly collectible piece, offering both historical and numismatic value to collectors around the world. Thomas Jefferson is depicted on the obverse, designed by Felix Schlag. His thoughtful expression, distinctive hairstyle, and fine facial features are carefully rendered, symbolizing intelligence, leadership, and vision. The 1979 nickel continues this tradition, representing Jefferson as both a historical figure and an enduring symbol of American ideals. The reverse side of the coin features Jefferson's Virginia estate, Monticello. The architectural details, the columns, roofline, and steps, are precisely engraved, conveying Jefferson's lifelong commitment to intellect, design, and public service. This combination of artistry and history makes the coin highly collectible. The 1979 nickel was minted during a period of economic and social transformation in the United States. Inflation, technological advancements, and changes in minting practices characterized this era, making this coin a tangible link to the late 1970s. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel alloy, containing 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition ensures durability and longevity, maintaining sharp details of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello for decades. The coin's metallic luster remains appealing to both casual observers and serious collectors, measuring 21.21 mm in diameter and weighing 5 grams. The Jefferson nickel is small enough for everyday use yet large enough to display intricate design work. The size allows collectors to appreciate the careful detailing on both obverse and reverse sides. The smooth edge of the coin provides an elegant finish, highlighting the designs rather than distracting from them. Unlike coins with reeded edges, the nickel's simplicity emphasizes the artistry of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello. Although millions of 1979 nickels were minted, uncirculated examples and coins with rare mint marks are scarce. High-quality coins in pristine condition are highly sought after, making them significant additions to Jefferson nickel collections. Mint marks play a crucial role in determining rarity. Coins from Denver carry a D, while Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. San Francisco coins, though produced in smaller numbers, are particularly valuable due to limited mintage and collector demand. Authentication is essential to ensure collectors receive genuine coins. Experts examine the coin's weight, thickness, diameter, and composition. Professional grading evaluates strike quality, surface preservation, and visual appeal, providing assurance of the coin's authenticity and value. The minting process for the 1979 nickel involved high-pressure strikes to achieve sharp detail. Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's architectural features remain distinct, even after decades of circulation or careful storage. Collectors are drawn to the obverse for its historical and aesthetic significance. Jefferson's portrait represents leadership, intellect, and the ideals of American democracy, making the coin both educational and collectible. Monticello on the reverse adds historical depth. The detailed architecture symbolizes Jefferson's contributions to the nation, blending artistry with cultural significance and transforming the coin into a miniature monument. The 1979 Jefferson nickel reflects a period of stability in U.S. coin design. While the overall design had been in use for decades, the mint ensured consistent strike quality, resulting in coins that remained visually appealing for collectors. Market value depends on condition, mint mark, and scarcity. While circulated examples are common, uncirculated coins and proof issues with rare mint marks command higher prices in the numismatic market. Professional grading significantly impacts value. Coins with pristine surfaces, strong detail, and exceptional eye appeal are more desirable than circulated or ungraded examples. Certification guarantees quality and authenticity, boosting market confidence. Even though the 1979 nickel is modern compared to earlier Jefferson issues, it remains a highly collectible coin. Scarcity and high grades, combined with historical context and design consistency, ensures its enduring value among collectors. The coin's weight and thickness provide a solid, satisfying feel in hand. Well-preserved nickels feel substantial, enhancing the experience of handling a piece of American history. Felix Schlag's artistic design, coupled with Monticello's reverse detail, creates a visually balanced and historically meaningful coin. This dual appeal makes the nickel both a collectible object and a tool for understanding American heritage. The coin's diameter allows collectors to clearly appreciate the intricate features of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's architecture. Protective holders, albums, and display cases preserve this detail for decades. Collectors often pursue complete Jefferson nickel sets, which illustrate the evolution of U.S. coinage and presidential representation. The 1979 nickel is an essential mid-century addition, reflecting both consistency and craftsmanship in minting. Even casual viewers can admire the 1979 nickel. Jefferson's dignified expression and the iconic Monticello convey leadership, resilience, and national pride, elevating the coin beyond mere currency. Proper handling and storage are crucial. Exposure to air, moisture, or rough handling can damage surfaces, reducing both aesthetic appeal and value. Collectors often rely on protective holders and cases to preserve high-grade coins. Auctions and private sales demonstrate the coin's market potential. High-grade uncirculated examples and rare mint mark varieties attract competitive bidding, reflecting both scarcity and collector demand. International collectors also prize the 1979 Jefferson nickel. Owning one provides a tangible link to mid-20th century America and Jefferson's enduring legacy, increasing its global appeal. The coin serves as an educational tool. Its design sparks discussions about Jefferson's leadership, historical architecture, and the evolution of U.S. coinage, making it relevant to students, historians, and collectors alike. Even decades after its release, the 1979 Jefferson nickel continues to captivate collectors. Its scarcity in top grades, historical relevance, and aesthetic design ensure its lasting desirability. After authentication, grading, and careful preservation, the rarest and finest 1979 Jefferson nickels can achieve an extraordinary monetary value of $133,000. Top 6. The Jefferson nickel has been an enduring symbol of American coinage for decades. Introduced in 1938, it honors Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, blending historical tribute with intricate artistry. The 1985 Jefferson nickel stands out as a modern yet highly collectible piece, bridging historical significance with mid-1980s numismatic craftsmanship. Thomas Jefferson is depicted on the obverse of the coin, designed by Felix Schlag. His calm expression, defined facial features, and distinctive hairstyle convey wisdom, leadership, and the intellectual rigor that defined his presidency. The 1985 nickel maintains this classic design, preserving Jefferson's dignified portrayal for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The reverse of the coin features Jefferson's iconic Virginia estate, Monticello. The columns, steps, and roofline are finely detailed, showcasing architectural elegance and historical importance. Monticello symbolizes Jefferson's vision and contributions to American society, elevating the coin from mere currency to a collectible artifact with cultural resonance. The 1985 Jefferson nickel was minted during a period of economic growth and cultural evolution in the United States. This era reflects a shift toward modernization, while still preserving traditional coin designs, making the coin a tangible representation of mid-1980s American life. The coin is made from a durable copper-nickel alloy, consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition ensures that the coin can withstand circulation while retaining fine details of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello, making uncirculated examples highly desirable. Measuring 21.21 mm in diameter and weighing 5 grams, the nickel is compact but substantial enough to allow detailed designs to be appreciated. Its size strikes a balance between practicality and aesthetic appeal, offering collectors an opportunity to study the artistry up close. The smooth edge of the coin emphasizes its refined design. Unlike coins with reeded edges, the nickel's unadorned perimeter allows full attention to be focused on Jefferson's portrait and Monticello, enhancing the coin's visual and historical impact. While millions of 1985 nickels were minted for everyday circulation, uncirculated coins and rare mint mark varieties are much less common. These high-quality specimens are particularly prized in the collector market due to their scarcity and well-preserved condition. Mint marks are an important factor for collectors. Coins from Denver bear a D, while Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. San Francisco coins, often produced in limited numbers, are more sought after and typically command higher prices in numismatic circles. Authentication is essential for collectors to ensure the legitimacy of their coins. Experts examine weight, diameter, thickness, and metal composition. Professional grading evaluates strike quality, surface preservation, and overall visual appeal, providing assurance of both authenticity and value. The 1985 nickel was struck using high-pressure minting techniques to create sharp, detailed impressions. Jefferson's facial features and Monticello's architectural details remain crisp, even after decades, reflecting the skill and precision of the United States Mint. Collectors are drawn to the obverse for both its aesthetic and historical significance. Jefferson's portrait represents intelligence, leadership, and democratic ideals, making the coin a compelling piece for anyone interested in American history or presidential numismatics. The reverse design adds depth to the coin's narrative. Monticello stands as a symbol of Jefferson's contributions to architecture, governance, and national identity, transforming the nickel into a miniature monument to history. The 1985 Jefferson nickel reflects a period of continuity in U.S. coin design. The obverse and reverse designs had been in use for decades, yet the mint's attention to strike quality ensured that each coin remained visually appealing and collectible. Market value for the 1985 nickel depends heavily on condition, mint mark, and scarcity. While circulated examples are common, uncirculated coins and proof issues are rarer and attract greater interest from serious collectors. Professional grading significantly enhances a coin's value. Pristine coins with sharp details, flawless surfaces, and exceptional eye appeal command higher prices, and certification ensures authenticity and collector confidence. Even though the 1985 nickel is relatively modern compared to earlier Jefferson issues, it maintains significant collectible appeal. Scarcity in top grades and its historical context within the series ensure that it remains valuable to collectors. The coin's weight and thickness provide a solid, satisfying feel when handled. High-quality nickels feel substantial and balanced, creating a tactile connection to history. Collectors often take pride in the sensory experience of holding a well-preserved coin. Felix Schlag's artistry on the obverse, combined with Monticello's detailed architecture on the reverse, creates a visually balanced and historically meaningful design. The coin is both an educational artifact and a collectible treasure. The diameter of the coin allows for intricate details to be appreciated clearly. Protective holders, albums, or display cases preserve the coin's detail, ensuring that Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's architectural precision remain intact. Collectors often aim to complete full Jefferson nickel sets, which provide insight into the evolution of U.S. coinage and presidential representation. The 1985 nickel is a key mid-1980s addition, showcasing design consistency and modern minting practices. Even casual observers can admire the 1985 nickel. Jefferson's dignified portrait and Monticello's iconic design symbolize leadership, intelligence, and national pride, giving the coin both historical and aesthetic value. proper handling and storage are critical. Exposure to air, moisture, or rough handling can diminish the coin's luster and reduce its value. Collectors rely on protective cases and albums to maintain high-grade examples over decades. Auctions and private sales reveal the market potential of the 1985 Jefferson nickel. High-grade uncirculated coins and rare mint mark varieties attract competitive bidding, reflecting scarcity and strong collector demand. International collectors value the 1985 nickel as well, appreciating its historical and artistic significance. Owning one provides a tangible link to mid-1980s America and Jefferson's enduring legacy, expanding its appeal beyond national borders. The coin also serves as an educational tool. Its design encourages discussions about Jefferson's leadership, Monticello's architecture, and U.S. coinage history, making it valuable for students, collectors, and historians alike. Even decades after minting, the 1985 Jefferson nickel continues to captivate collectors. Its scarcity in uncirculated grades, historical context, and precise design ensure its lasting appeal in the numismatic community. After authentication, grading, and careful preservation, the rarest and finest 1985 Jefferson nickels can achieve an extraordinary monetary value of $115,000. Top 7. The Jefferson nickel has long been an enduring symbol of American coinage, representing both the country's history and its artistic legacy. Introduced in 1938, it honors Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, combining historical reverence with detailed artistry. The 1986 Jefferson nickel is a noteworthy addition to this series, offering collectors a unique combination of mid-1980s craftsmanship and historical significance. Thomas Jefferson appears on the obverse of the coin, a design created by Felix Schlag. Jefferson's composed expression, carefully detailed facial features, and signature hairstyle convey intelligence, dignity, and leadership. This portrayal continues to resonate with collectors and historians, reflecting Jefferson's impact on American history. On the reverse, the coin features Jefferson's Virginia estate, Monticello. The architectural details, columns, roofline, steps, are rendered with precision. Monticello represents Jefferson's legacy not only as a statesman but also as an architect and thinker, making the coin a miniature testament to American history and culture. The 1986 Jefferson nickel was minted during a period of economic growth and technological advancement in the United States. It represents a modern era of American coinage while maintaining the traditional designs that collectors have appreciated for decades. The coin is composed of a durable copper-nickel alloy, with 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition ensures longevity, allowing the intricate details of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello to remain sharp for decades. The metallic sheen also adds to its visual appeal, measuring 21.21 mm in diameter and weighing 5 grams. The nickel strikes a balance between portability and detail. Its size allows collectors to appreciate the careful artistry on both obverse and reverse sides without sacrificing usability as circulating currency. The coin's smooth edge gives it a clean, elegant look. Without reeded or decorative edges, the focus remains entirely on Jefferson and Monticello, emphasizing the historical and artistic significance of the designs. While millions of 1986 nickels were produced for everyday use, high-grade uncirculated examples and coins with rare mint marks are far less common. These coins are highly sought after by collectors for their rarity and preserved detail. Mint marks are key to determining a coin's scarcity and value. Denver minted coins bear a D, while Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. San Francisco coins, produced in smaller numbers, are particularly prized, as they are more difficult to acquire in uncirculated condition. Authentication is crucial for collectors to ensure a coin's legitimacy. Experts examine weight, diameter, thickness, and metal composition. Professional grading also assesses strike quality, surface preservation, and eye appeal, providing collectors with confidence in the coin's value and authenticity. The 1986 Jefferson nickel was struck using high-pressure minting techniques, ensuring that the design details remained crisp and precise. Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's architecture are clearly visible even decades later, reflecting the mint's commitment to quality craftsmanship. Collectors are often drawn to the obverse for its historical and aesthetic significance. Jefferson's portrait embodies wisdom, leadership, and democratic ideals, making the coin an essential piece for anyone interested in presidential coinage or American history. The reverse, featuring Monticello, adds historical depth. The estate's architecture symbolizes Jefferson's contributions to governance, architecture, and intellectual life, giving the coin cultural and educational value beyond its monetary use. The 1986 Jefferson nickel represents a period of consistency in U.S. coin design. Though the obverse and reverse had been in circulation for decades, the mint maintained high strike quality, ensuring that each coin retained its visual appeal and collectible worth. Market value depends largely on condition, mint mark, and scarcity. Circulated coins are common, but uncirculated coins and proof versions are rarer, attracting premium prices among collectors. Professional grading can greatly enhance a coin's value. Coins with pristine surfaces, strong detail, and excellent eye appeal are more desirable than ungraded or circulated examples. Certification provides assurance of quality and authenticity. Even though the 1986 nickel is relatively modern compared to earlier Jefferson issues, it maintains collectible appeal. Scarcity and uncirculated grades and its historical context within the series ensure that it is highly desirable for collectors. The coin's weight and thickness give it a solid, satisfying feel in the hand. High-quality nickels have a tactile presence that reinforces their status as both historical artifacts and collectible items. Felix Schlag's artistic design on the obverse, combined with Monticello's architectural detail on the reverse, creates a visually balanced and historically meaningful coin. The 1986 nickel serves as both a collectible and an educational object. The coin's diameter allows collectors to clearly appreciate Jefferson's features and Monticello's architectural details. Protective holders, albums, or display cases ensure these features remain intact over time. Many collectors strive to assemble full Jefferson nickel sets. The 1986 nickel is a crucial mid-1980s piece, representing both the continuity of design and modern minting practices that shaped the series. Even casual viewers can appreciate the coin. Jefferson's dignified portrait and Monticello's iconic design symbolize leadership, intellect, and national pride, giving the coin both aesthetic and historical value. Proper handling and storage are essential. Exposure to air, moisture, or rough handling can diminish luster and damage surface details, reducing both aesthetic appeal and monetary value. Collectors rely on protective cases and albums to preserve coins for decades. Auctions and private sales reveal the 1986 Jefferson nickel's market potential. High-grade uncirculated coins and rare mint mark varieties often attract competitive bidding, reflecting scarcity and collector demand. International collectors also prize the 1986 nickel. Owning one provides a tangible connection to mid-1980s America and Jefferson's legacy, making the coin desirable on a global scale. The coin also functions as an educational tool. Its design encourages discussions about Jefferson's leadership, Monticello's architecture, and the evolution of U.S. coinage, making it relevant for students, historians, and collectors alike. Even decades after its minting, the 1986 Jefferson nickel continues to captivate collectors. Its rarity in uncirculated grades, historical context, and precise design ensure that it remains highly desirable in the numismatic community. After authentication, grading, and careful preservation, the rarest and finest 1986 Jefferson nickels can achieve an extraordinary monetary value of $144,000. Top 8. The Jefferson nickel has been a key component of American coinage for more than 8 decades. Introduced in 1938, it commemorates Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, combining artistry, history, and national symbolism. The 1989 Jefferson nickel is an important piece for collectors, representing the late 20th century minting practices while maintaining Jefferson's timeless depiction. Thomas Jefferson's portrait appears on the obverse, a design crafted by Felix Schlag. The coin portrays Jefferson's distinctive features, including his composed expression, prominent cheekbones, and iconic hairstyle. This portrait conveys leadership, intellect, and dignity, making the coin a miniature homage to one of America's most influential figures. On the reverse, the coin depicts Jefferson's Virginia estate, Monticello. The columns, roofline, and intricate steps are rendered with sharp detail, reflecting Jefferson's achievements in architecture and governance. Monticello serves as a symbol of his vision, blending historical relevance with aesthetic appeal. The 1989 Jefferson nickel was minted during a period of stability and technological advancement in U.S. coinage. The late 1980s saw continued improvements in striking methods, ensuring that coins retained sharp details and precise designs. Even in small denominations like the nickel, the coin is composed of a copper-nickel alloy, with 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition provides durability, allowing the coin to retain the clarity of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello for decades. The metallic sheen adds a classic visual appeal to collectors. Measuring 21.21 mm in diameter and weighing 5 grams, the nickel is compact yet substantial enough to display detailed designs. Its size ensures practicality as currency while allowing collectors to appreciate the artistry on both obverse and reverse sides. The smooth edge of the coin provides a clean, understated appearance. Without the distraction of reeded edges, the coin emphasizes Jefferson's portrait and Monticello, giving the designs prominence and preserving the coin's elegance. Although millions of 1989 nickels were produced for circulation, uncirculated examples and rare mint mark varieties are much less common. These high-quality coins are sought after by collectors who value sharp details and pristine surfaces. Mint marks significantly influence a coin's rarity and value. Coins minted in Denver carry a D, while Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. San Francisco coins, produced in smaller numbers, are especially valuable due to their scarcity and collector demand. Authentication is essential to ensure the legitimacy of a collectible coin. Experts examine weight, thickness, diameter, and composition. Professional grading assesses strike quality, surface condition, and eye appeal, providing assurance of authenticity and value. The 1989 nickel was struck with precision, creating sharp impressions of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello. Even decades later, the details remain crisp, highlighting the mint's attention to craftsmanship and quality. Collectors often focus on the obverse, which presents Jefferson in a dignified, thoughtful manner. His expression embodies intelligence, democratic ideals, and leadership, making the coin an appealing addition to any presidential collection. The reverse, featuring Monticello, provides historical depth. The estate's architectural details symbolize Jefferson's intellectual achievements and enduring legacy, giving the coin a dual appeal as both currency and collectible artifact. The 1989 Jefferson nickel reflects consistency in the Jefferson series. Though the obverse and reverse designs have been used for decades, each strike maintained quality, ensuring the coin's appeal for collectors seeking uncirculated examples. Market value depends on condition, mint mark, and scarcity. While circulated coins are readily available, uncirculated examples, especially with rare mint marks, command significantly higher prices. Professional grading plays a crucial role in establishing value. Coins with sharp details, flawless surfaces, and strong visual appeal are more desirable than ungraded or circulated specimens. Certification ensures authenticity and collector confidence. Despite being relatively modern compared to earlier Jefferson nickels, the 1989 nickel holds considerable collectible value. Scarcity in uncirculated grades and historical significance within the series enhance its desirability. The coin's weight and thickness provide a satisfying, substantial feel. Well-preserved nickels have a tactile presence that adds to the collector's experience, connecting them physically to history. Felix Schlag's artistic design on the obverse, combined with Monticello's reverse architecture, creates a balanced, visually appealing coin. The 1989 nickel serves as both a collectible and an educational artifact, bridging history and artistry. The coin's diameter allows collectors to clearly observe Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's architectural precision. Protective holders, albums, or display cases help maintain these details for decades. Collectors often aim to assemble full Jefferson nickel sets. The 1989 nickel is a vital part of the late 20th century collection, representing the continuity of design and modern minting standards. Even casual viewers can appreciate the coin's artistry. Jefferson's dignified expression and Monticello's iconic design convey leadership, intellect, and American pride, giving the coin both aesthetic and historical significance. Proper handling and storage are critical to preserve the coin's condition and value. Exposure to air, moisture, or rough handling can diminish luster and surface quality. Collectors rely on protective cases and albums to safeguard their investments. Auctions and private sales showcase the 1989 Jefferson nickels market potential. High-grade uncirculated examples and rare mint mark varieties often attract competitive bidding, reflecting scarcity and collector demand. International collectors also recognize the 1989 Nickels value. Owning one provides a connection to late 20th century America and Jefferson's enduring legacy, increasing the coin's appeal globally. The coin serves as a powerful educational tool. Its design sparks discussions about Jefferson's leadership, Monticello's architectural brilliance, and the evolution of U.S. coinage, making it relevant for students, historians, and collectors alike. Even decades after its minting, the 1989 Jefferson nickel continues to captivate collectors. Its rarity in top grades, historical significance, and meticulous design ensure lasting appeal in the numismatic world. After authentication, professional grading, and careful preservation, the rarest and finest 1989 Jefferson Nickels can achieve an extraordinary monetary value of $103,000. Top 9. The Jefferson nickel has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1938. Designed to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, this small yet historically significant coin combines artistry, leadership symbolism, and numismatic value. The 1990 Jefferson nickel holds a special place in the collection of modern U.S. coins, representing both continuity in design and careful minting practices. On the obverse of the 1990 Jefferson nickel, Thomas Jefferson's portrait appears in the classic design by Felix Schlag. His composed expression, intricate hair detailing, and defined facial features convey wisdom, dignity, and the qualities of one of America's most influential presidents. This portrait has remained largely unchanged for decades, reflecting the timeless significance of Jefferson's contributions. The reverse side features Jefferson's Virginia estate, Monticello, rendered with precision and artistry. The architectural details, from the columns and steps to the roofline, reflect Jefferson's architectural talent and his dedication to Enlightenment principles. Monticello serves as both a tribute to Jefferson's personal accomplishments and an enduring symbol of American history. The 1990 Jefferson nickel was minted during a period of economic stability and technological growth in the United States. The mint continued to produce coins with precise designs, ensuring that collectors and the public received pieces of consistent quality, with sharp details that have endured for decades. This nickel is composed of a copper-nickel alloy, containing 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition balances durability and aesthetic appeal, allowing the intricate features of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello to remain clearly visible even decades after minting. Measuring 21.21 mm in diameter and weighing 5 grams, the nickel is compact enough for everyday use but large enough to appreciate the artistry on both sides. Its size ensures that the coin can function as currency while offering collectors a miniature work of art. The coin has a smooth edge, emphasizing the designs rather than distracting from them. Unlike coins with reeded edges, the Jefferson nickel's simple perimeter highlights Jefferson's portrait and Monticello, giving the coin a clean and elegant appearance. Although millions of 1990 nickels were minted, high-grade uncirculated examples and coins with rare mint marks are less common. Collectors highly value these specimens for their scarcity and pristine surfaces, making them sought-after additions to any Jefferson nickel collection. Mint marks play a crucial role in determining a coin's rarity and value. Coins produced in Denver carry a D, while those from Philadelphia have no mint mark. San Francisco coins, often produced in smaller numbers, are particularly prized for their rarity and higher collectible value. Authentication is critical to ensure the legitimacy of any collectible coin. Experts examine weight, diameter, thickness, and composition, while professional grading evaluates strike quality, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal, giving collectors confidence in both authenticity and value. The 1990 Jefferson nickel was struck using high-pressure techniques that ensured sharp impressions of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello. Even after decades, the details remain crisp, reflecting the mint's dedication to precision and quality in coin production. Collectors often focus on the obverse for its historical and aesthetic significance. Jefferson's portrait represents intelligence, leadership, and democratic ideals, making the coin a must-have for enthusiasts of presidential coinage. Monticello on the reverse adds historical and educational value. Its precise architectural details symbolize Jefferson's accomplishments, blending artistry with a lesson in American history. The design transforms the nickel into a small but meaningful monument. The 1990 Jefferson nickel represents a period of design stability in the series. While the obverse and reverse had been used for decades, the mint's quality control ensured that each coin struck in 1990 remained visually appealing and collectible. Market value depends heavily on condition, mint mark, and rarity. Circulated coins are common, but uncirculated examples, especially with rare mint marks, are significantly more valuable and attract attention in the numismatic market. Professional grading adds considerable value to collectible coins. Coins with sharp details, flawless surfaces, and excellent eye appeal command higher prices than ungraded or circulated specimens. Certification guarantees authenticity and quality. Even though the 1990 Jefferson nickel is modern compared to earlier issues, it holds substantial collectible appeal. Scarcity in high grades, combined with its historical relevance, makes it highly desirable to collectors. The coin's weight and thickness provide a satisfying feel in the hand. Well-preserved nickels have a tactile presence that connects collectors to history and enhances the experience of owning a rare coin. Felix Schlag's artistry on the obverse, paired with Monticello's architectural precision on the reverse, creates a balanced and visually appealing coin. The 1990 nickel serves as both an educational artifact and a collectible treasure. The diameter of the coin allows collectors to appreciate intricate details on both Jefferson's portrait and Monticello. Protective holders and albums help maintain these details for decades, preserving the coin's value and aesthetic appeal. Collectors often seek to complete full Jefferson nickel sets. The 1990 nickel is a critical piece in late 20th century collections, demonstrating both design continuity and minting advancements of the era. Even casual viewers can admire the coin. Jefferson's dignified portrait and Monticello's recognizable architecture convey leadership, intellect, and national pride, elevating the coin beyond its role as currency. Proper handling and storage are essential to preserve the coin's quality. Exposure to air, moisture, or rough handling can reduce luster, mar surfaces, and diminish value. Collectors rely on cases, albums, and holders for long-term preservation. Auctions and private sales highlight the 1990 Jefferson nickel's market potential. High-grade uncirculated examples, especially with rare mint marks, often attract competitive bidding, reflecting scarcity and collector demand. International collectors also value this coin. Owning a 1990 Jefferson nickel provides a connection to modern American history and Jefferson's enduring legacy, making it appealing globally. The coin also serves an educational purpose. Its design encourages study of Jefferson's life, Monticello's architectural significance, and the evolution of U.S. coinage, providing a tangible connection to history. Even decades after minting, the 1990 Jefferson nickel continues to captivate collectors. Its scarcity in uncirculated condition, historical significance, and precise design ensure its lasting appeal in the numismatic world. After authentication, professional grading, and careful preservation, the rarest and finest 1990 Jefferson nickels can achieve an extraordinary monetary value of $100,000. Top 10. The Jefferson nickel has remained a prominent piece of American coinage for over 8 decades. Introduced in 1938, it honors Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, blending historical significance with artistic elegance. The 1994 Jefferson nickel is a modern yet highly collectible coin, showcasing the mint's commitment to preserving Jefferson's iconic image while maintaining a consistent design through the decades. On the obverse of the 1994 Jefferson nickel, Jefferson's portrait is prominently displayed. Designed by Felix Schlag, the portrait captures his intellectual presence, distinguished hairstyle, and thoughtful expression. This classic depiction conveys Jefferson's wisdom and leadership, making it a timeless feature for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The reverse side features Jefferson's Virginia estate, Monticello. The architectural details, columns, roofline, and steps, are rendered with remarkable precision, reflecting Jefferson's contributions to architecture as well as his role in shaping the nation. Monticello represents both historical legacy and aesthetic appeal, enhancing the coin's collectible value. The 1994 nickel was minted during a period of relative economic stability in the United States. It reflects the consistency of U.S. coinage production in the late 20th century, maintaining sharp details and clear designs despite mass production for circulation. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel alloy, containing 75% copper and 25% nickel. This combination ensures durability and longevity while preserving the intricate details of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello. allowing collectors to enjoy sharp, well-defined features for decades. Measuring 21.21 mm in diameter and weighing 5 grams, the Jefferson nickel is small enough for everyday use yet large enough to display its detailed designs. Its size allows collectors to handle it comfortably while appreciating its artistry. The smooth edge of the coin enhances its simplicity and elegance. Without the distraction of reeded edges, the design's focus remains on Jefferson's portrait and Monticello, giving the coin a refined and classic look. Although millions of 1994 nickels were produced, uncirculated coins and examples with rare mint marks are much less common. These high-quality specimens are particularly sought after by collectors for their scarcity and exceptional surface condition. Mint marks play a significant role in determining a coin's rarity and value. Coins minted in Denver carry a D, while those from Philadelphia bear no mint mark. San Francisco coins, produced in smaller numbers, are especially prized by collectors due to their scarcity and limited availability. Authentication is essential to ensure that collectors obtain genuine coins. Experts assess weight, diameter, thickness, and composition. Professional grading examines strike quality, surface preservation, and eye appeal, providing assurance of authenticity and market value. The 1994 Jefferson nickel was struck using precise minting techniques to ensure sharp impressions of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello. Even decades after minting, the details remain crisp, reflecting the mint's attention to quality and craftsmanship. Collectors are often drawn to the obverse for its historical and artistic significance. Jefferson's portrait embodies intelligence, leadership, and democratic ideals, making it an essential piece for collectors of presidential coinage. Monticello on the reverse adds both historical and architectural significance. Its precise depiction symbolizes Jefferson's accomplishments and vision, making the nickel an educational tool as well as a collectible object. The 1994 Jefferson nickel represents a period of stability in the series. While the obverse and reverse designs had been in circulation for decades, the mint ensured consistent quality, resulting in coins that remain visually appealing and collectible. Market value is determined by condition, mint mark, and rarity. Circulated coins are common and widely available, but uncirculated examples, particularly those with rare mint marks, attract premium prices in the collector market. Professional grading plays a crucial role in establishing value. Coins with sharp details, flawless surfaces, and exceptional eye appeal command higher prices than ungraded or circulated examples. Certification guarantees authenticity and confidence for collectors. Even though the 1994 nickel is a modern issue, it retains substantial collectible appeal. Scarcity and uncirculated grades and historical context within the Jefferson series make it highly desirable to numismatists. The coin's weight and thickness provide a satisfying feel in the hand. A well-preserved nickel has a tangible presence, allowing collectors to connect physically with history and adding to the enjoyment of ownership. Felix Schlag's artistry on the obverse, combined with Monticello's architectural precision on the reverse, produces a visually balanced and meaningful coin. The 1994 Jefferson nickel serves as both a collectible and an educational artifact, bridging history, art, and numismatic interest. The diameter of the coin allows collectors to clearly observe Jefferson's facial features and the architectural details of Monticello. Protective holders, albums, and display cases preserve these elements for decades, maintaining both value and aesthetic appeal. Collectors often aim to complete full Jefferson nickel sets. The 1994 nickel is a key piece for late 20th century collections, demonstrating design continuity and the mint's consistency in striking quality. Even casual viewers can appreciate the coin's design. Jefferson's dignified expression and Monticello's iconic architecture convey leadership, intellect, and national pride, elevating the coin beyond its simple monetary function. Proper handling and storage are essential. Exposure to moisture, air, or rough handling can reduce luster and mar surfaces, diminishing both aesthetic appeal and monetary value. Collectors rely on protective cases and albums to preserve the coin's condition over time. Auctions and private sales highlight the market potential of the 1994 Jefferson nickel. High-grade uncirculated coins and rare mint mark varieties often attract competitive bidding, reflecting scarcity and collector interest. International collectors also prize this nickel. Owning a 1994 Jefferson nickel offers a tangible connection to late 20th century America and Jefferson's legacy, expanding its appeal globally. The coin serves as an educational tool. Its design encourages discussion of Jefferson's life, Monticello's architecture, and the evolution of U.S. coinage, making it valuable for students, collectors, and history enthusiasts. Even decades after its release, the 1994 Jefferson nickel continues to captivate collectors. Its rarity and uncirculated grades, historical relevance, and detailed design ensure its continued desirability. After authentication, professional grading, and careful preservation, the rarest and finest 1994 Jefferson nickels can achieve an extraordinary monetary value of $88,000.